back in the cave. I know it's been a while since I've posted anything, but it's summertime here in Northwest Ohio. And I don't really spend a whole lot of time out in the bar in the summer. I'm mostly on my back porch. Although this is air conditioned, so when it does get extremely hot, I do have to come out here and turn on the air. But I just fill up a pitcher of beer, go out and sit on the back porch. So we'll go over there and take a look at what we got. Alright, there is my house and the back porch. This is looking from the porch on the bar, so we'll head out this way. So this is the shade that I can pull down, and then it has bungee cords that attach onto a clip at the base here. But on the very top, I had to put some drip edge on top of it because barn swallows kept wanting to nest up there. So there's actually a piece of drip edge. I don't know if you can even see it. It's right here, and I have it angled. And don't get me wrong, the birds still try to land there, and they slide off, and they get back up and slide off and slide. It's just an ongoing deal. Hopefully they figure it out soon. I got the flag here with a light right there, so it's always lit at night. And just regular patio furniture, and then the pond. The pond is about 2,800 gallons, I believe. It's, I want to say 10 feet across, maybe 15 or 16 feet wide, or I'm sorry, deep length. 3 foot deep in the deepest part, and then about a foot in the shallow ends. It's kind of early here, so the sun's not beating down, so I don't even think you can see the fish. Pretty clear ecosystem that I've got going on here. The lady that sold me all the pond equipment, I think, undersized my skimmer. It's a Savio skimmer. And now, knowing what I know now, I think I would have went a lot bigger with the skimmer. So I could put 2 pumps in. Because right now I have one pump that feeds this waterfall, and then I have another pump that's actually underneath these rocks that feeds this aquascape basin. I really like that aquascape basin. I saw a video from Greg Woodstock, the pond guy. He's the founder of Aquascape, and all you do is just cut notches in it, drill a hole in the bottom, put a bulkhead fitting, the pump runs the water through the hose up there. It's filled with, on the base of it, I got just like lava rock. It's almost a biofilter in itself, and then it just comes up through the rock, dumps out. Got some plants planted in it, so the water gets filtrated through the roots. The waterfall, like I said, I just went out and decided I was going to dig this pond, and I wish I would have did some more research, because knowing what I know now, I would have did it a little differently. I'm happy with it, don't get me wrong, but it is a little not really what I would have done, knowing what I know now. But anyways, basically I just dug all the dirt from here, threw it up on a mound, laid the underlayment down, laid the liner down, and went from there. I did have to wire up some stuff because I have the outlets hooked to the switch, so if I turn it off, the falls will eventually stop. So if I have to work on it or whatnot. And I did the same thing over on that wall, just so I wouldn't have to run the cord from that pump all the way over here. There's a UV light in it, in my skimmer, and that keeps the pond pretty algae free. It does get full sun, so I do have to fight algae at times. But that's about it. This is mostly just ground cover along the sides here. Put some pea gravel down. This is a big juniper. and it's actually growing out over the waterfall, which is kind of cool. The back, I didn't want to lose all this dirt, so I had to build this retaining wall, and it's basically just so the mound doesn't stretch to the end of my property. Up in here is just biofalls. There's bioballs down in there, a filter pad. The water comes in from the underneath and it boils up and then runs down the waterfall. Again, just ground covers on the sides here, a sumac tree there, and that's it. I will say, if you're going to build a pond, I thought I was doing the right thing by just running the liner all the way up and just placing the rocks there. The problem with that is all the water wants to go behind the rocks. Of course, I didn't think of that, but after watching all these videos, you got to get expansion foam. It's just like Great Stuff expansion foam, but it's black, and you can, when it's still wet, you can throw like pea gravel in it and stick, so it does look pretty natural. And that's what everybody wants, is a natural looking pond, I guess. That hoop there is just for feeding purposes, just so all the food doesn't get sucked in the filter, and I'm constantly cleaning it out of the filter. So now I think I got about 9 fish. They're all, well, I have 2 shabunkin, the rest are koi. I do have a big koi in there. He's about 2 foot. I was walking into the place that sells koi, and a lady was walking out. She got rid of her pond and she was trying to get rid of her fish, and they ended up buying one of them, but they wouldn't buy this other one, so I caught him for 10 bucks. But the reason they didn't want him is he's really dark on top and he has some orange on his underside, so it's hard to see. But that's it. So anyways, like I said, in the summer months, I usually spend just sitting here or in the chair. The wood fence back there is just there. I got some clematis that's growing up of it, just so it blocks my propane tank. I live in the country, so I have propane heat. And then you look across the backyard, it's just fields, and that's it. So going forward, I'll be posting a little more. It might be a while now, just because we're in the heart of the summer, and I don't spend that much time out in the cave. I do spend a lot of time on my porch, and again, I got the one shade down. I have 2 of them, and if you can see that handle right there, that just cranks up and down to operate the blind. But like I was saying, in the summer months, I don't spend a lot of time out in the bar, which I'm not sure if you guys ever really seen it from this angle. It's right there. And I don't spend a whole lot of time out in the bar in the summer, so I spend most of the time on the back porch here. I do have the fire pit, and then the firewood holder that's also blocking the propane tank, but I do have a lot of fires, mostly in the fall. So that's it. Thanks for watching.